Hey guys, Katie Taylor here at scrappinkaty.com, where I show you how to preserve your family's memories through the art of scrapbooking. In today's video, I am going to be sharing a scrapbook layout hack with easy mixed media using die cut scraps, 6x6 papers, stickers, and embellishments. So let's get started. So for this layout, I am using the It's Little Things 6x6 paper collection. You can see here bright colors as well as some black and white patterns. And I have also the stickers that go with it. There are some scrapbooking stickers, and then I have pulled out the black paperboard for the mini album and the scrapbooking layouts. And then for another project, I believe that's going to be coming January 27th, I just punched a bunch of hearts from various of those pattern papers, and I'm going to be using those scraps on this layout. You can see here I have some of those hearts, as well as some of the little bitty hearts, and then some of those black paperboard pieces. It's almost like chipboard, but just not as thick. So I'm going to just kind of pull out some brighter colors of these hearts and then take a look at them. So right now I'm thinking I want them all across the center of the layout, and I kind of want them overlapped and not really straight. But once I pull out my photo, I quickly realize that I think I just want them all the way across. And then that is when I started thinking, you know what? I could actually add some ink to this and make this a mixed media layout. So I'm going to pull out some coordinating inks. I'm going to start with the Lagoon ink. I am using my glass board mat, which makes it clean up really easy. If you are new to mixed media, this is called the packaging technique, which means that you just turn your ink pad over onto your surface, whether that be a glass board like mine or maybe an all-purpose mat, and then you just get some packaging. Some stickers came in it. You spray that ink with water and then just pick up the colors with that packaging material. So you can see here, I'm going to repeat that process. I am kind of keeping it monochromatic. It's probably not the right term, but you remember that I had that raspberry heart over on the left, the lagoon on the right, and then kind of a multicolor in the middle. So I'm going to do the same thing with the inks. I'm going to pull out that multicolored piece and then kind of pick some colors from that. I think I'm going to go with green apple, Sundance, and then candy apple. Now for this, these are regular inks. So I am putting all three on my glass board, but I want to make sure that the inks don't run together. Unlike Distress Oxides, when these inks run together, you're just going to get a muddled mess. So I'm making sure that I am picking up just one ink with that packaging material and then making sure that I clean it off really well before I pick up the next ink. So I'm going to go ahead and add that candy apple and then clean up my surface, and then we can start adhering these pieces down. Before I adhere them down, I am pulling out a stamp set to you can see those holes in some of those larger hearts. This stamp set is called Background Elements, and I'm just using the coordinating inks as well. Now, these background elements, there's tons of images, so I just picked out kind of a smaller splatter and then a larger splatter for the lagoon and the nectarine. So to tape this down, I am lining up my 12x12 white daisy cardstock onto my glass board. And I am, since these are 6-inch pieces, I am starting 3 inches from the bottom, and then that should line up all of these around the center. Now, I just want to let you appreciate that stripe on the back of the stripe that I'm using. It is so adorable. In fact, I hated to cover it up, but I really liked the stripe that I'm using for this layout. Just going to go ahead and tack down some of these little tiny pieces with some Barely Art liquid glue, and it won't take long for that to dry. So now I need to kind of address the one portion of this layout base that has nothing. So I am going to be doing some black splatter. So I'm just turning my acrylic block over onto my black ink pad, spritzing it with water, then taking a paintbrush and kind of flicking the splatters onto that part. Now I am using some paper to cover up that pattern paper that I already did, just because I don't really want the black anywhere except on the layout base. So I'm really liking that. Going to kind of move that layout base around. And then I decided to pull out that one little splatter stamp image just to add a little bit more black splatter. And you can see here now that I've placed my photo down, I just really like that black. And I got the black idea from the It's Little Things special. So I am just going to punch out some of these paperboard pieces. Again, the titles, I've got some hearts. There are, of course, you see the flowers and the butterflies. I am not a butterfly person, but I just absolutely love how dainty these little butterflies are. And I'm going to finish doing that and then just place those in my tray and decide which ones to use. Now these paperboard, it's really such a dark color that I just think that the starkness against the white base, even though I've got some treatment to it, I just really like how bold it is. So my title, I thought about The Good Life, really love that, but I'm thinking I want Enjoy the Little Moments, and I want that off to the right. And then I'm going to take these daisies. I love how dainty they are. The only thing I didn't like about using all three of them is there were only 3 of them. But luckily, I know where to purchase more, so I will definitely be adding those to my cart. And then I am going to just place 3 little black hearts. And then I'm really trying to find a place for that butterfly, but I just can't do it. So I am going to take a look at the sticker sheet. Now, these are the scrapbooking stickers. You get 4 sheets and, they kind of really lend themselves to scrapbooking, but I can't really make up my mind. I'm going to pull off this little tab, kind of try to put it some places. It's just kind of blending in. So I decide to pull off the lemonade one instead. Hindsight, I would have liked that green apple way over to the right by that lagoon pattern paper. But I didn't really notice that until I started editing this video. So since I can't really make up my mind on the rest of the stickers, I'm going to go ahead and do what I know. And so if you are ever stumped, just go ahead and do what you know you're going to do while you're thinking about what you're going to do next. And that's what happened here. So I am just using my Bearly Art liquid glue to glue down those flowers, the title, and then I will glue down, I will glue down those little bitty tiny hearts. I love the Bearly Art liquid glue. Number one, it kind of dries soft, if that makes sense. And then it also is really quick drying. So I've got that, and then I'm going to come back to the sticker sheet. So I like this little border sticker, and I'm going to put that down at the bottom. And then I love the little strip sentiments. So I'm going to play with 1 or 2 here, and then I end up using the Lagoon strip sticker that says, Remember This. I'm just going to overlap that black polka dot. It's actually little bitty tiny hearts. And then I'm going to pull out a raspberry sticker as well as a nectarine sticker. And those strip stickers say, Love This and Making Memories Together. So it's perfect. I'm going to add some little pennants up at the top left of my photo, kind of overlap those. And then just kind of making sure that I've got all the colors and basically all the little elements. Now remember, the It's the Little Thing special is going on right now on my website. I'll link it down below as well as links to anything else that I used. And if you aren't in the position to purchase from any of those links, you can help me out just as much by liking this video, sharing with your friends. And if you aren't already a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and sign up for notifications while you're there so you won't miss another crafty video. To finish off these little black paperboard pieces, I am adding a white gel pen. You'll be able to see that a little bit better here in the close-ups at the end of this video. For my journaling, I like to put my layout on my Versamat and then take my T ruler and a journaling pen and just kind of add some journaling lines. For this layout, I did decide to go with 4 or 5 lines underneath my photo. It won't take much to tell what we were doing and what was happening. And while this photo was part of a big trip, I am choosing to do just like the title said and just journal about this little moment. After I'm done with my journaling lines, I remove it from my Versamat, rub the adhesive off either with my fingers or my rub and remove eraser. And now I'm going to add the date. I am using this old Heidi Swap date stamp. In fact, I am on 2021 and that is as far as it goes. So if you guys know of a better date stamp that I need to update my stash, I would love to hear what you use. So here is a look at that layout and a close-up of that white gel pen on those black paperboard pieces. And then, of course, that mixed media that is super easy to do. So I dare you to try it. And remember, the It's Little Things is going on right now. We've got paper and stickers for both scrapbooking and card making. Here's a look at the scrapbooking as well as bundles. So you can purchase everything as a bundle and get a discount. And then here's a look at those card making stickers and card making embellishments. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. Remember, if you liked what you saw, please leave a comment and give me a thumbs up. Share with your friends, and then don't forget to subscribe and sign up for notifications so you won't miss another crafty video. Thanks and have a wonderful week.